Welcome, everyone. It's good to see everybody. Happy Hump Day. Yeah, it's this dude is an endless fountain of just goodness, and not like goodness like Cam and Allie cracking cases goodness. Not that kind of goodness. I'm talking about like just deep fried fucking bread goodness. Just the worst stuff you could put in your body, but mm. uh so every time I go live about this dude, he's got to have like some sort of response, and he and he swears he's bringing the smoke, as the kids today call it. uh I and it's one. I like I I gotta go live again because this dude is just a fountain of content. It's fantastic. It is fantastic. So, dude. So first off, we're gonna go over a couple picks. Okay. Um, now there's a trigger warning. Okay, for one of these picks. All right, and someone was actually kind enough to to, to just dim it down a little bit for me, because they were afraid that I might lose monetization. It was a very kind gesture, but you know if I gotta see it, y'all gotta see it. Fuck y'all. If I gotta see it, y'all gotta see it. That's how this is gonna happen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but yeah, hold on one second. Let me share the screen here. Now, first off, this is this dude's version of clever, okay, which I find really, really funny. Um, so he decided to make merch with my name on it. And anybody who sees this is what I love. Because, like, first of all, it's not clever at all. There was hardly any there's hardly any effort put into this at all. Like, he just found the most basic font, put this big space in here. Like, it's just a bad t-shirt. And the only reason that this bothers me is because people are going to see my name on a shirt. If anybody buys this thing, people are going to see my name on a shirt, and they're going to just see this poor quality and just be like, and now my name is going to be synonymous with being dismissed. um so I just find that I like that's the only thing about it that actually bothers me. But this is what's really funny. This dude, he seems to be under the impression that I have a small child. For some reason, I don't know why he feels that way, and that my child is autistic. Neither are true. Neither, my son, my youngest, is almost 22 years old. So uh this dude is like making these jokes based on nothing, based on complete and total misinformation, which I think is really funny. But thanks for putting my name on a shirt, dude. Um but yeah. All right, now this one, guys. All right, I'm going to apologize to you for it. All right, big trigger warning. But this is exactly what we would come to expect from our friend WipeBoy. Uh, this is exactly what we would expect. So yeah, nice little selfie with him on the throne. Um, and he got 8 likes on it. Why? I don't know. Let's see. Non-woke white boy lockdown rad EO. Haven't dropped a selfie in a minute. So here is a poop selfie. Hashtag poop selfer. Hashtag pick pic of me crapping, uh, hashtag I'm crapping, hashtag I'm writing tags, hashtag that say, okay, hashtag crap, hashtag and crapping, hashtag WBLR, hashtag white boys do it better, hashtag white boy lockdown radio, hashtag let's, hashtag get it, let's, or hashtag merch. So there you have it, my friends. And I can't see the chat, so I can't see your hateful comments. And I can't see the tomatoes you're throwing at me for showing you this pic. And someone said, I love my community. Someone sent me this gem here, which I find, I just love it. Oh man. What the the crown though is, I mean, I guess he is the king of pooping on live streams and on the internet. He's the king of it. This is my man's aspirations. He's the king of internet live stream pooping. Uh kudos, dude. King of the shitter, exactly. Kudos, dude. I could have sworn, yeah, no, that was it. That was it. That's all I had. And then there's the thumbnail. Um yeah, I'd like to know, okay, why this person feels as though he's accomplishing anything on YouTube at all. Like it's really really funny. We're also going to go over, there's another video I just thought of. I don't want to forget it, so I'm going to pull it up and have it ready cuz that's what happens is I think to do something and then I forget to do it because I get to talking and then, you know, um where's okay. Oh God. Okay, hold on. Because I just found this. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna go over what we intended to go over first. Um right, exactly, Toast. It's just so funny. Like, I mean, this is what's happened. This hardly ever happens. This hardly ever happens where someone, there's people that do hate videos on me, you know, and I don't even acknowledge them. Like they're doing it for clout. He's doing it for clout too. But the thing is he deserves the clout, just not for the reasons why he thinks he does. So this is a rare thing where somebody will make videos. Now I did make a video about him first, but it was just based on what I saw, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, this guy needs my attention. Uh, so, but so in all fairness, yes, I did. I did. I'm the shots fired. So, um, but it makes me laugh, you know, because now he's like, ooh, and every time I make one of these videos, he makes one, and it just gets better and better. It just gets better and better. Like this video that I'm about to show you was recorded just after I finished my live stream last night. Um, and it's pretty humorous. Um, so basically, what he's doing here, he says the glare attempts to adopt a son. Now, how that's clever in some way, I don't know. I don't understand how that's even remotely clever. Um, I've never tried to adopt a child. I have no intentions on adopting adopting children. And then it says at Hitman Benny Keys destroys his channel. Whatever that means. I don't know what that means.
Yes, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right. I was looking for some adoption information.
Okay, is someone pregnant wanting to place for adoption or already delivered and are wanting to place?
Now, this is what I find really funny about this too. I find this funny because like he actually has some prank calling skills in the sense of the fundamentals. I'm a big fan of prank calling, at least I used to be before I grew up. But I used to be a big fan of prank calls, however you call them, wherever part of the country you're from or the world. But the trick to a good prank call is keeping them on the line, not letting them realize that they're being pranked, and keeping them talking, because that's what keeps you laughing. You know, the whole fun part of prank calling is trying not to break character and crack up laughing and lose the caller. It's to see how long you can go without letting them know that you are absolutely and totally fucking with them. But it's, yeah, the Jerky Boys were fantastic at that. That is the key, is to make yourself just convincing enough and make it as ridiculous as you can by making it, you know what I mean? That's the trick. Okay. So this guy knows those fundamentals. I'll give him that. I always going to give credit where it's due. I promise. He has that, but the problem is that he's completely and totally insane, and I'm guessing that it's a psychosis brought on by narcotics. I'm guessing. It's just a guess. It's an educated guess, though. Now, this what I'm seeing here, what I'm definitely seeing here is someone who has some sort of scenario in his mind. This is the best that so far where I'm trying to break down how he thinks. He has some sort of narcotics induced psychosis that causes him to come up with certain conclusions, and then he will work very hard to express those conclusions. But the problem is that he loses everybody, and he loses his own conclusion. He will come to a conclusion, have all this conviction behind it, and when the time it comes to deliver this conclusion, he has lost the conclusion. It's very, very bizarre, but fine, but fun to watch.
What services were you looking for?
I'm sorry about that. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, we work with women who are currently pregnant and or who have already delivered that are wanting to place for adoption and provide various services to them.
Oh, I apologize. That's not what I want. Can you please transfer me to the person who can help me with trying to acquire a child?
So dude, I love that his picture is a selfie, bro. Is him taking a gym selfie. That is in the top 10 most cliche douchiest fucking things that any man can do. It's got to be on the top 10 list, if not even on the top 5, if not even on the top 3 of one of the most stereotypical douchebag things to do is to take a gym selfie. Now, the only thing that I can imagine that beats that, okay? The only thing that I can imagine that actually trumps that, pardon my language, to the left wingers out there, is to use it to advertise yourself. I mean, how hard is it just to get somebody to go, hey, dude, you mind snapping a picture of me real quick? It's not that hard. You know what I mean? It's not that difficult, you know? And he obviously works hard at the gym, but like, it's where he gets his energy that concerns me.
Hi,
Hi, you've reached Teresa from Adoption Services. Who am I speaking with, please?
Hey, Teresa, how you doing? This is Will, Will Glare from the Glare. We spoke last week.
So, okay.
Right. And you're filling out the.
Oh, okay. Pump the brakes. This dude has been doing this for a week. This is his project, is this right here. Like, first of all, like, this is just to start things off. Okay. This dude is so focused on this. With a kid at home and a job. Okay. But this dude is at work driving and going, you know what I'm going to do? It's adorable.
The application?
Listen, the homestead application, I just wanted to know if you had a chance to review it. I know probably you haven't, but I'm very antsy, and I want to give you an explanation why.
Oh, okay. I have a few minutes. Go ahead.
Teresa, check it out. So I need a second chance. Okay, look, people mess up in life. It is what it is. There was a point, I just want to be a dad, very bad. I want to try. You know, they call me the Glare. They call me Will. They call me Baby Gap.
Okay, Will, when we spoke last
This
week,
guy
did you
is
tell
so
me that
clever.
you had children?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Well, I'll get into that, Miss Teresa. Can I give you a backstory? No judgment?
Most definitely. The more information, the easier it is for us to get you with a child.
Okay, well, I actually forgot to put this on the application, but what had happened was, see, I had a son. A lot of things happened. So I know I told you about the YouTube channel because I'm kind of a cloud junkie. But what had happened was I had an autistic son, and I kind of beat him up. I kind of fought him. You may or may not be able to find that on my own words on my YouTube channel, but never mind that. See what at the time I had the son, and I kind of beat him up. I was going through
Okay,
a tough.
so what's really funny is, like, he's like, you won't hear me say that. So even him trying to burn me, he's explaining that it's total hearsay. he's confirming that it's total hearsay in an attempt to spread false rumors about me. He can't even do that right. Like, you can't even fucking spread a rumor, dude. Like, that is the easiest brainless fucking thing to do. You know how I know that? Because most people that I know that just go around spreading rumors are brainless fucking morons. And you can't even achieve that task, dude. Like, that's hilarious to me. You don't confirm that it's hearsay. Come on, man. You want people to believe your lie.
Breakup. And you may or may not be able to hear me say that down the street, my ex-wife and the dude that was banging her were living in a car. So I was in between banging my autistic son upside his head. I was running back and forth, giving water, food, crack rocks, whatever they needed, and things of that nature. But listen, Teresa, we all have a past. You know what I mean?
Well, wait, you said that you beat up your autistic child?
Never mind that. Let me tell you about the friends that I have.
Now,
there's a guy, Benny. He takes advantage of all.
Now, I know there's a lot of cringe going on right now, guys, but fair warning, okay? There's going to be a lot more. Like, it gets way more cringe, guys. So I apologize in advance, but this needs to be shown. This is the caliber of scruples that this person has, because he's calling, and I don't think it's an actual adoption agency. From the sounds of it, it sounds like it's kind of an adoption, assistance program of some sort, for a lack of a better way of explaining it, because I don't know who he called or what. But these people are doing something really good. Okay. This is where the one fundamental of one fundamental of a successful prank call, okay, is Call somebody who you're not going to feel guilty about, whose time you're wasting. You know, somebody who fucking spends their day like a car salesman. You know what I mean? Those were fun. I used to make those out of the tattoo shop, you know, and I would have like a soundboard that I would use, and those were fun. You know what I mean? Like you call places that basically just fucking milk people out of money and have no issue doing so. You know what I mean? So it's not it's less of a guilt free. It's kind of like I'm not gonna go and start making roast videos on somebody who does scrupulous things with their channel. I'm going to do that with a guy like this. You know what I mean? Like there's a certain decency to being a dick. Even when you're a dick, there's a certain decency to having it to where you're not a piece of shit. And this dude is clearly a piece of shit, because why would you prank call for views someone who is trying to help people create a family? Somebody who's trying not to overpopulate the world, whatever their reasons may be, to where they want to adopt. Why would you do that? Why would you think that that's okay and that's somehow entertaining? That's going to only be entertaining to a fucking moron like the dickhead who just showed up in my chat. And well, you know, dude, listen, dude. Dolly, I'm glad you're here, because I was just explaining to a friend why I haven't even like acknowledged you. But since you're here, I get to tell you, I'm glad you're listening. Someone sent me that pic. Now, I'm not cool with like whatever, you know, you call that, where it's porn revenge, right? Porn revenge. I don't know the circumstances of whether it was unsolicited or it was solicited, but you've got a picture of your dick floating around, and I was telling a friend today, I was like, it, you know, and I've said it on the channel, so much made sense about you once I saw that picture. Everything was clear. The fog had just diminished. I was like, that explains so much. Dude. And and I'm not even trying to laugh at you about it. Like, I was also telling this person, I kind of feel bad. Like, I feel bad for you, you know? So I just don't feel comfortable. I don't feel, you know, going and roasting you and shit. Like, I can't, you know what I mean? Like, you got it bad enough, dude. You got it bad enough. What that picture was telling me, you got it bad enough. So I wish you the best of luck, my friend. And you're welcome in the chat, as long as you don't actually harass anyone. But you're welcome in here.
All missing kids. He exploits them for money and whatnot. You know, we behind the scenes, we call each other, we plan things. But look, never mind him. Let me tell you about this guy, WipeBoy. He took a crap on live. Teresa.
He's obsessed. What's so funny is we're not obsessed with the fact. I would have moved on from that. None of us who talk about this dude are obsessed with the fact that he took a crap on a live. Okay. We're obsessed with the fact that he's obsessed with it, that it's his most proudest moment. He's trying to make it out to be. He's obviously very, very embarrassed about it. And so this is what I have learned what a Lolcow is. I am certain after watching this guy, now I get it. Like, stamped, sealed, delivered. I know exactly what a Lolcow is. That dude is a Lolcow. Like, because this dude does what every Lolcow does, right? Instead of going, shit, you know, hey, you know, and making a joke about himself or something. Yeah, I took a crap on a live. I mean, that was whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then leave it alone. You know, I mean, the fact that he did it in the first place, Lolcow as fuck, right? The fact that he, instead of, this is what I was getting at, instead of doing what any normal person would do if they had a moment of embarrassment like that, I've gotten drunk on live streams and made a fucking fool of myself. Sure. But I make fun of myself for it, you know? And what this dude does, every Lolcow will double down. Instead of backing out, instead of playing it off, he doubles down. They all seem to do this. And it's really, really, really funny when they do. And that's exactly what he's doing with the pooping on the toilet thing. Now, if you would like, no, I'm just kidding. It won't be as bad as the picture, but I gotta give a shout out to Burnt Toast because she made this parody video of like a dating service with all of the Lolcows that she covers, and it is fucking gold. It was hilarious. I was dying. And everything was this guy talking off of his toilet. So yeah. And Burnt Toast, I mean, I don't know what other mods I got in here, but you're free to drop the link to that in here. So everybody can see it. Anybody who hasn't seen it can see it because it is fantastic.
But okay, keep going, Will, because I'm trying to take notes here.
Look
I
at
don't
how,
know if this is going
okay.
to help you.
WipeBoy has a house.
See, now he has the same thing Battery Betty has. He has the same thing that Bullhorn Boob has, is the hatred in his face that he can't get rid of. Okay. This is just an angry person who has not figured out how to deal with his anger yet. He hides behind drugs. That's what he does.
He's actually a good dad, but I just don't like him. And he took a crap on live. And what I do is, even though when
he's so angry, what he's doing is he's forcing this poor, strange woman into being his little, to being his counselor. Basically, he's what he's doing is he's venting his anger at this woman about me. Like, you can see and hear how angry I have made this dude. Like, he's really, really mad. He's really upset.
when I'm on my YouTube channel and I drink and I say, hey, it ends, I'm going to drink some, I like to attack him and say he's on meth.
Okay,
Dude,
But WipeBoy, he wiped, WipeBoy.
Okay.
but maybe I should take a.
Okay. All right. So his response to being called out on being on meth was to do the most meth headish fucking thing that I've ever seen anyone do on a live stream. I mean, so this guy is basically abusing this woman. I mean, what's right? He's like, he called up there. He's lying to her. He's wasting her time when she could be helping someone with something really, really life-changing and important. Right? And he's abusing her. Now he's yelling at her. Now, if it was funny, I might get it, but it's not. The entire circumstances behind all of this is not funny. This is like a really, really crazy cry for help, if I've ever seen one, because he's clearly really angry.
Look at your channel to see if you qualify as an adoptive parent.
Okay, I'll send you some links.
And I really feel bad for this lady because she's just not the kind of person that's going to be like, you know what? If you're going to yell at me, fuck you. Hang up the phone. You know what I mean? She's not trying to lose a customer here. She's not in customer service. You know what I mean? So it's not one of those situations where they're not allowed to hang up on you, right? That's not that kind of job. I wouldn't imagine it is. You get somebody yelling and screaming at you who who is claiming to have beaten up their autistic child, you fucking hang up on them. You know what I mean? Or you try to get their information, so that you can if you're that good, you try to get their information so you can report them, trick them into giving you their name and address, but he doesn't have my name and address. So, you know what I mean? But that's the only reason that I can imagine she would stay on the line with him. Like, because he's, I don't feel abused in any way, shape, or form just because he's using my name and spouting out lies. I don't feel in the slightest bit like attacked. Just don't feel that way. What I feel though is really, really bad for that woman on the other end of the phone.
You have an email?
Yeah, because we're not trying to judge you or anything, but that doesn't sound very, again, I don't want to judge you.
So you're not saying that I'm Father of the Year? White boy.
Wow.
Have you been using
White boy.
medication or
white boy?
And the crazy part is this woman, this woman's not trying to make a sale. She's not trying to hold on to a customer that she might lose. She's trying to genuinely help someone. That's what she's doing right now. She is sitting there at her job that she clearly, based on the way that she's reacting to his behavior, finds rewarding because she wants to help people. And she's trying to help him. That's what's crazy. That's what makes this fucked up.
Well, but are you on street drugs of any sort, or do you have any mental illnesses? Because I don't like to ask that question. But
Just my friend Benny does. And a few other associates. I mean, unless you're including clout in the drug test. I mean, look.
And this lady, what he's doing, like he's talking to her like she sleeps, breathes, and eats YouTube and smokes YouTube like this dude does. Right? Like that's like she knows what anything that he's talking about is. Like any of our channels, this lady's not on YouTube watching us. You know what I'm saying? This lady's not on YouTube watching nobody that he's talking about. Why is he talking to her like she's supposed to know what the fuck he's talking about?
It doesn't matter. He's autistic and I was right. It doesn't matter what he said. I'm just going to twist and twerk his words around until the narrative fits that I'm justified to beat the autistic kid up.
Well, I don't think. Okay, Mr. The Glare, I don't think you're going to qualify with the information that you've given us. Maybe
this is mind blowing, dude.
I wouldn't even recommend that you adopt a pet.
Ma'am, this is crushing my soul. I've been putting WipeBoy on my channel for the last week.
Okay, now what I would absolutely love is to talk to that lady, right? Which I probably wouldn't, even if I had the chance, because I'd feel stupid wasting any more of her time over this bullshit, right? I'd feel stupid about that. But in my mind, like I kind of want to talk to her and ask her, okay, would you be saying the same thing to the same person once you knew that it was a prank call? Like, would you repeat and say, would you actually say that you don't even recommend that this person adopt a pet? Because that's what I'm saying. Like, a dude capable of this kind of shitty behavior and has a kid at home, like, to me, that's like, and he wants to talk about other people and how they are with their kids without knowing anything about it, first of all. But he wants to talk about that. And like, I would love to see this lady. I would be like, would you, if you know that somebody, if now that you know that that was a prank call, the person who prank called you, and then I show her a couple more videos, would you recommend that that person adopt a child or should be raising one? I'm just curious as to what your opinion is. Now, I'm not saying he's not fit to be a parent. I'm wondering if that lady, knowing all this, what her opinion on whether or not he's fit to be a parent would be. I'm just curious as to that. But I'm not here to say, because I'm not a professional, you know, I don't know.
In hopes that with my application, you take a look at him. He crapped out alive.
Again,
Okay, but that doesn't make him a bad father. You abused your.
Can you transfer me to the suicide watch?
okay. Okay. So now he's playing with threatening suicide. Yeah. That just happened. Now he's saying transfer me to the suicide watch. So now this lady, who he is obviously playing off the fact that she has a nature of wanting to help people, what he's doing now is now making this lady worry that if she doesn't do enough, this person could take his own life, whoever she's talking to. Because prank or no prank, she doesn't know for sure whether it's a prank or not. Let's say she comes to her and she says, maybe this is a prank call. In a situation like that, the only ethical thing to do is try to do something about it. Somebody threatens you with suicide. Like, even if it's just, hey, I'm not qualified, because that's what I'll do. Somebody does that in my chat, I'll be like, listen, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to, we have a suicide hotline that the mods share. Please talk to somebody who's trained and qualified to help you in that situation. But I'm just simply not. But I would fucking implore you to get help. Right? Even if it's that. But that's a really shitty thing to do to somebody when you're just doing it as a prank and you're joking around. And the fact that he's angry makes it malicious, in my opinion. It makes it extremely careless and malicious at the same time.
All right, Miss Teresa, look, I know I gave a lot. I threw a lot at you. I'm just desperately trying to be a dad. Forget about the white boy guy and my Tourette's that I may have thrown at you. I'm kind of envious. But in all seriousness, are you still here, ma'am?
Okay, well, what I want you to do, though, is understand, again, I'm not judging you, but can you give me some positive input that I can write down from parenting with your child?
Yes, about that. So there was a nasty custody battle. And I may or may not hypothetically educate.
Like, I can't even believe that she's still on the phone with him and humoring this. It's crazy to me. She's even like, just to play devil's advocate. Just to play devil's advocate. Like, tell me some positive things about your parenting. Tell me some things that are positive about how you feel as how you conduct yourself as a parent. She's trying to give this person that he's just being a shithead making up the benefit of the doubt. This is a kind woman, and he is literally abusing her right now.
Purposes kidnapped my autistic son and threatened him before put hands on him. But look, it's neither here nor there. Okay, I just need the application to get in. I'm 60 years old. I talk about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. I talk about this guy he pooped alive. He pooped alive.
Wow.
Okay, but did he beat his children? Did this white boy person, did he beat up his child? Did he do anything like kidnap his child?
Ma'am, can I have a supervisor? I don't respect the tone.
I'm sorry, sir, but if you hold on a minute, I'll get Mary on the phone with you. She is my supervisor. I'm trying to help you. Okay, please hold.
White boy! White boy! White boy!
Wow. This dude.
White boy! Pooped!
Oh,
He pooped!
Lord,
This
He
dude
pooped
is
alive!
This dude is real. He has a real,
oh Lord,
he has a
I don't
heartbeat.
think I can help this man.
Some way of a brain. Like, well, that lady, yeah, like this dude is a Karen. He's a Karen. Now, let's move on to something that's a little older. Okay. This I found funny because so far we've seen that this dude has he has a little MGL in him. He has a little butthurt Betty. He has a little he actually has a lot of Betty. Yeah. He has a little this video proves that he has a little bit of somebody else in him too. So now this is the same guy. This is WipeBoy, and this is Benny Keys. No more talking! Exclamation point. Flyers for Operation Coward purchased. So this is before he actually got those flyers made that we saw where he drew a dick on one of them. Oh my God, dude. Well, hello. Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay, this is all dark. All right. Okay. So he comes in. Let's break this down real quick. He comes in with his face covered in a mask. He makes an entrance and comes in with a mask for dramatic effect and starts showing these examples of psychosis, which are these flyers that he made of Benny for whatever reason, and whatever he plans to do with them, which is unbelievable. But he makes these flyers. I guess he's going to pass them around Florida where nobody fucking knows who the hell Benny is. I guess that's the plan. Or he's, oh yeah, that's right. Benny said he's been trying to go to his fucking house for like 4 months. He's been on his way to Benny for like 4 months or something like that. So let me ask Burnt Toast real quick. Who does this remind you of? Who does this remind you of? What are the characteristics in this video that bring us on to another person that we can compare? WipeBoy here. There it is. I knew I could count on my homie. I knew it. No hesitation whatsoever. There it is. Absolutely. This dude is absolutely JLR. Like, he's got a little Betty, he's got a little JLR, he's got a little MGL. He's like, you know what he's like? He's like, you remember Doomsday and Superman, the thing that kills Superman, except it's like he's like somebody took somebody took MGL and JLR and Betty and somehow like combined their DNA through like the grossest possible way, and then like this embryo like develops and like a fetus, and it grows up to be this dude in like a matter of a week in some tank, right? Like this dude with his fucking shoulders and his collarbone that's way too prominent is he's that's what exactly happened here. And there's a punching bag behind him. Exactly. Yeah, he's like he's like Bizarro JLR. Oh man, dude, that's a punching bag back there. That's like a heavy bag with one of those flyers taped to it. Please hit the heavy bag. Please let us see you do that. This dude loves the flyers, bro. So, but what's the mask for? Because he shows the same flyers and takes full credit for making the flyers. Like, and then, but that's, I never get sick of that, dude. I never ever get sick of seeing that picture, bro. Like, that's a dad. You know what I mean? Like, that's a dad who goes out, sings karaoke, and Jones has a Jones for whatever it is, because he is in Florida. There's a good possibility that it's crack, right? And he did mention crack, so there's a good possibility. It's just meth is more fun, and I can always find a play on words for my thumbnails by using the word meth. I'm just gonna stick with that. It's the same thing. Meth is just cheaper, from what I understand, but it's the same thing. It's the same high. It's, yeah. He's like sticks and poop. It's exactly, this is a dude that's like always blessing me with response videos, dude. I'm a big fan of that shit. And I have tons more to go. Like, I'm not gonna stop. Like, I'm just gonna keep going backwards. Like, there's a bunch of this dude's videos that I haven't even gone over, and I'm just gonna keep going over them because they're fun. Wow. Wow. Now,
How
what's
do we
crazy?
reach a younger generation? The coolest thing.
What's crazy is this guy doesn't realize where he's seeing these things from, right? He doesn't realize where he's seeing these things. And where he's seeing them are, for the majority, some documentary where somebody gets murdered or mass murdered, and then they're like, look at the videos that look at this menacing video that this person made. So basically he's just trying to set himself up, because I mean, if he's actually planning to do something to Benny Keys, he obviously doesn't care about the consequences, because I mean, the digital footprint is that of Bigfoot. Okay, except there's a lot more of them. You know, you might find one Bigfoot print, you know what I'm saying? But it's like if Bigfoot was real stupid and and just stepped all over the place. You know what I mean? Like, this guy is not getting away with anything. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, at this point, Benny could shoot him, right? And he would have a self-defense case. You know what I mean? Not that I'm encouraging him to do that, Benny. If you see this, don't do that. I'm just saying, this is how stupid he is. This is how stupid this wipe person is. It's like, what do you think you're pulling off here, dude? I mean, like, the guy can't even pull off spreading a rumor. Like, just his small part in how a rumor gets spread. If you're part of a rumor spreading, well, then what you are is 1%, one certain percentage, a small percentage of what facilitated this rumor being spread. And you have one job. You have one job, and it's to make it convincing and believable. That's it. Like, I just can't. I can't with this dude, bro. Let's see. The glare. This is the kind of guy that honked his horn at you at a red light and clams up as soon as you walk to the window. That may be true, but I mean, the dude has been to prison. He does have a very angry. He doesn't seem to have a lot of sense, or like somebody who would do what you're describing, Road King, because I get you. I feel like he's kind of a coward, sure. But not really. I feel like he's just more insecure, and he has such a level of stupidity and cluelessness where it's going to affect his judgment because he does not acknowledge consequences. Okay. He just doesn't. Everything that he says or does, he convinces himself of things that just simply aren't true. Like, if you watched that shit show of a live stream that this guy made of Burnt Toast stream a couple weeks back, or a week or so back, it was all because she was patient and let him talk, and she pointed out certain stuff and showed receipts, and then the guy just completely and totally acted like those receipts were not there right in front of him. And it was crazy. It was just crazy. This is a dude who I believe was in prison because he was not afraid of consequences for his actions when he probably should have been. So I wouldn't underestimate the guy as far as something that he might do. Yeah, and he rage quit 3 times, right? I wouldn't underestimate that this guy actually might do something to somebody. What I'm saying and what I'm pointing out is this is the kind of person. What makes him a dangerous person is he just doesn't give a shit about the consequences. Everything's all about him. Everything's all about his emotional, him being emotionally affected somehow by whatever's going on and trying to justify his actions and reacting to it. That's what he does. That's what he did to this lady. He treated her like some sort of counselor in an institution, is what he did. Like, all he did was complain about the fact that I make videos about him. And he tried to disguise it as something that was supposed to be funny when it wasn't at all. It was a cry for help. It was a tantrum, is what it was. And this lady was a casualty in that. This poor lady who was invested in trying to help this ridiculously stupid character he was trying to create. He was abusing her. He was yelling at her. He was wasting her time. Oh no, Janae. I don't know if it's Jana or Janae. I know a girl spells her name just like yours, and she pronounces it Janae. So, but I'm not taking any bait at all. He's not baiting me in the slightest bit. I'm not negatively affected by this in the slightest bit. This is fun. He's taking my bait, basically. And what's funny is he is so set in his weird psychosis that I can actually say that admittedly out loud, and he will still continue to do it. He won't stop, and he will continue to give me content. Yeah, it's exactly. The salt is delicious. Yeah, I don't mind exploiting people like that. I don't mind at all. It brings me joy, as a matter of fact. And that's the thing is, um, there's talk like, oh, Glare, you're changing your content up and blah blah blah. I'm not. I might be mixing it up, but the thing is, right now, is the Summer Wells case is totally at a stalemate right now. There's literally nothing to talk about other than more hearsay, and I'm not going to do that. If there is an update in the case, yes, I will cover it as I've covered it from the start. If when Letitia Stock, her trial starts, I will be covering that. I'm not going to stop doing what I've been doing, but I'm also not going to just not go live and not have something to talk about when what I do for the most part, and what I have been doing for the most part, is calling out people who handle these cases on YouTube for being shitty. I've done that for the majority of that. I've been on YouTube. So this is no different. Pointing out shitty people is fun. And most of you guys seem to enjoy it. So I don't see any reason to not be doing it. You know, it doesn't mean that I'm going to stop doing the other stuff that I've been doing. I'm always going to do what I feel passionate about. Somebody left a comment going, and it was somebody, and it was Bobby Pin. I'll point her. I mean, she left the comment publicly, and she's been a faithful listener for a long time. And so she leaves the comment saying, Glare, I'm just trying to figure out what kind of channel you are now. And my response to her, although it may have come off angry, I didn't mean it that way. It's hard to tell in a context in a text. But my response to her was whatever the fuck I want, because that is 100% the truth. I want to be a channel to where I can do and talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. I have opinions on a lot of different things, and I think it's silly to where I would have to be restricted to a certain genre of content when I have opinions on other things. I want to attract subscribers who simply want to hear me express my opinions, and we get to discuss those opinions with each other in the chat. And we can disagree. That's fine. But the reason why I don't consider this work is because I get to do whatever the fuck I want. My goal is for this to never, ever, 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 ever feel like work. And for me to be able to do that successfully is to be able to do whatever the fuck I want. Now rewind and take a shot every time you hear me say, I get to do whatever the fuck I want. But no, I mean, like, what I take pride on in my channel is being honest. If I'm contained to one particular genre, it's not completely being honest, is it? Because it comes off to my listeners as though I only have opinions on these particular things, when that's just not true. So, and sometimes I don't have anything profound to talk about. So I'm just going to fucking have fun. You know, there's no reason not to. There's absolutely no reason not to. So those of you who feel like, oh, the glare is changing and blah blah blah, is he becoming a drama channel? Is that what's happening? No, because for me to be a drama channel, let me explain this. For me to be a drama channel, it would have to constitute me taking things personally and actually getting angry or hurt at things that are being said about me on the internet. See, I'm incapable of that actually happening. Now, there are certain things that I'm just like, man, that's really low that somebody would bring that up. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm just not like, oh my God, I'm gonna get that guy. You know, I'm just not like that. I'm just going to have fun. You know, I'm just going to point out the things that I find to be the scrupulous things to point out. I'm going to play fair, you know, and I'm going to enjoy it. And if somebody is I was discussing this with Burnt Toast last night on the panel. If somebody's creative enough and funny enough, I'm going to actually appreciate it, you know? So it's, I mean, what's the point of having this channel if we can't have fun, you know? If we can't just get up here and shoot the shit? Why do I have to have an agenda of, you know, and a timeline on a case every single time? And you know what I mean? There's other channels that do that and they do that well, you know, and if that's the only thing you're interested in, watch those channels by all means. Dude, it was. Hey, Burnt, do you mind, just for fun, do you mind if I actually stream that? That video that you made? Because it's it's just too funny. All right, right on. Cool. Because and I kind of wish this would be a reaction video too. But it wouldn't be an honest one because I watched it earlier and I died laughing. Hold on. You got to share the screen, stupid.
Toast.
I'm about to hop in the shower. It's gonna get steamy in here. I'm actually taking a crap. Literally. Yep.
Crazy. They pay so much money for this face. Look, it looks like I just got a facelift. But y'all know I ain't done to my face.
Hello, all. Divorce is final, baby. Divorce is final.
I'll strangle you with love.
You can't tell me, Terrence Pop, that if some chick rejected you because you had a beer gut and you were like in your 50s, you'd be like, "Oh, that's typical."
No, I don't know much about that last guy, but he seems like if he wasn't such a drunk, he'd probably be really cool. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I mean, I don't know. I've just seen little things here and there. I've seen Frank cover him, and I've seen this.
Towards me, I don't care what you got in your pants, I'm blocking you.
That dude looks like a serial killer.
For now.
Dude, come on.
For now. Everything is for now.
Come on, man.
We're all friends.
Literally everywhere I go, people, you know, turn heads. I mean, I'm not saying this to brag or anything because that's not, I'm not a basic bitch.
Today is the day to whiten it all.
The sound effect that Burnt's using, bro. What is that, a fart? Oh my God.
Right? To do the hair, do the teeth, and hopefully tomorrow I will be.
Now, online dating is trash, but not as trashy as reality dating shows. Ugh. It's all drama, and they pick the hottest people they can find to do it, and it's unrealistic.
What's that?
The edit on that was perfect. I got to see that one more time. The way, like, he licks his teeth.
Reality dating shows. Ugh. It's all drama. They pick the hottest people they can find to do it, and it's unrealistic.
What's that? What's that? I gotta wipe now. Because I gotta pinch it off from them.
Come on, man.
All the women that I've dated, all 8 of them have been my age
all
or older,
8 of them.
and they've all approached
Good for
me.
you, man.
I don't owe proof to an asshole that it's trolling. Okay.
Sometimes love doesn't matter. I mean, if you're not good for somebody, you're not good for somebody.
I saw Freya Crude AF cover her this video. Actually, I was dying.
What good is love if you're both miserable and hurting and in jail?
I gotta whiten my teeth in my hair, which I keep forgetting. I gotta go the opposite way. There we go. I've got my roots are just going crazy. Wait, it was wrong way. The camera's opposite. I forget the camera's opposite. So
why not take a dating reality show with the ugliest people you find and make it as realistic as possible? Because the truth of it is, if you're a good-looking person, you don't have to struggle with dating nearly as hard as us less attractive folks like myself.
What does the color of your vagina matter, honestly?
That's funny because it's the most opposite untrue thing in the world. Like, that's because ugly people aren't dating. You don't have to deal with anything. The good-looking people are the ones with the dating problems, my man. I promise.
You know? I don't even know what color mine is. I can't see it.
I'm just a loser that got my shit together, and I live an honest life. I can sit on the toilet and tell you I'm taking a crap. I have nothing to hide.
Because I don't know what I'm talking about.
I could sit here and pray to God that some smoking hot of-age goth chick with the fucking nicest titties and the curvy waist and the green eyes and the black hair, just the whole kit and caboodle, the whole shebang. Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean it's gonna happen.
I need respect.
You know, but look what just tying up my hair. Pay so much money for this. Look, this is 100% natural. Look, guys.
So all that bullshit they keep bringing up, and Andrew's the strangler.
There's a lot of women that will approach and call you a bitch, and there's a lot of women that
I'm laughing mostly at the sound effect that edits them, that censors them. It's killing me.
approach and like call you names. A lot of us don't really like respect being broken. So like if you approach me and you're like calling me names, I'm just gonna tell you to go f yourself.
And I'm like, whoa. What? 1 and 1 is not 3. What you want to tell me it's 3? No, I don't believe it's 3. What? I don't care that you say it's 3. No, it's 2. But they tell you, dude, It's crazy, bro. I gotta flush these people down the toilet.
You want to be all up in my orifices, baby? I'm so far
Cringe
up
alert.
yours. Not even funny.
Cringe alert.
Dude, that's the kind of crap that makes you want to drink even more.
I love how he throws that out there to try to insult me too. His new girl's 160 pounds. Really?
If you know me, you know I'm not a liar. If you know me and think I'm a liar, you're an asshole. Go f yourself.
The funniest shit about this is, dude, this is fucking genius, because like this really does come off like they're really coming off like they're making a fucking dating service video. Like that's what's blowing my mind right now. Like they really coming off like this is how they would make a dating service video.
Come get you some. Come get you some, kitty.
God.
Oh.
Please stop. Don't.
This is natural. Like I literally look like I just got a facelift.
Wasn't even gonna get involved. Wasn't even gonna go in the drama. Couple Captain and Cokes, and I'm right there with you, baby.
But she
I'll
doesn't
get in the
drink.
gutter with you. Meow.
Oh God.
Meow.
Oh God, can you imagine?
You're 18 to 24? Yeah, I would date you. Do you feel the burn? Are you Yang Gang, Elizabeth Warren, Tulsi Gabbard? Oh, you support less money and power.
If
What I was gonna say before that, dude, was like whenever she does that shit, whenever I see that clip, like I think of how much I'm cringing, and then I imagine how bad Crude AF was cringing because she was talking about him. Like I dude, like that is so bad. Hold on, I gotta hear that dude one more time because he straight up sounds like he's doing a dating service video. Look at this. Oh,
You're
sorry
18 to
about that.
24? Yeah, I would date you. Do you feel the burn? Are you Yang Gang, Elizabeth Warren, Tulsi Gabbard? Oh, you support less money and power.
If I have to relate this to where I came from, and we were inside a prison, these people would be stabbed, cut up, and put on the door.
My thought, my delusional brain thought whatever relationship it was.
I was arrested over.
She's okay, so that's Foodie Beauty, right? The one that was just there. What I found fascinating about her when Crude was covering her was she was like she has this weird, she has a sense of self-awareness that nobody else has, but it's like she becomes self-aware but just somehow throws the shit right out the window at the same time. But she shows more self-awareness than any of the other people that I've seen, which is really, really weird. She will like make these self-observations that are pretty right on, you know, and I'm like, and then she'll like take something and stuff her fucking face with it and then start talking about the discolor of her hoo-ha, you know. I mean, it's like, wait a minute, what are you doing?
A faulty and false affidavit.
If I'm 90 and I die and you're 70, I'm a happy man.
I'm still a young lady, you know, and these are old.
That dude is my favorite.
You want to increase your chances with the ladies? Check out Tactical Soap.
I'm sorry, but like just like the passion that I can't forget it. The same passion that's so toxic.
Gotta say, dating sites suck.
Yes, check.
And I'm not going to criticize people for being chunky because, yeah, your boy Cobra's got a bit of a gut now from all that pizza and all
Thank
that
you.
beer and all them bacon cheeseburgers.
I'm with
And
you on
quite
that, though,
frankly,
buddy.
I don't give a shit.
I'm with you on that.
Literally every single celebrity and Instagram, Insta-ho, they pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for this face.
Moment of weakness, never happening again.
And
Dude, I don't have to get laid. I legitimately do not have to get laid to know that Tactical Soap works.
Check.
I'm eating leftover pannier stuff with garlic now.
Smell like a
I gotta know what Tactical Soap is.
stud for the ladies.
The reason dating sites suck if you're a dude is because the number of women and the number of men are completely disproportionate.
Check.
Because I had my
So
I
not
tied my
true.
hair. I don't usually tie my hair like this. That's why y'all don't.
I'm better than the shit falling out of my ass right now on the toilet.
Go play up there with those freaking scumbags, you dirtbag.
Because I know you don't believe it, but when we do see each other, like when we are allowed
But
to be
the
together,
music,
when we
though.
reunite after a big fight, it'd be like magnetic, like just like
Check, 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 check.
You should come over here.
I'm not here to be nice to you. Why? Because I'm not a creep.
Josh, you're wearing your soap again. I'm just like, yeah, buddy.
I've been single for a year. Who's taking me on a date? I'm ready for my date. Pick me next.
Wow.
Tired of dating
This is
services?
so
Does your
funny.
smell like a chicken cutlet?
Vagina smells like a raw chicken cutlet. I have wipes
It's not
that are
supposed to.
rose scented.
It's not supposed to.
It smells like a chicken cutlet.
Do you love to get drunk alone? Or maybe you like your men weak and your drinks strong. Well, here at Lolcow Expectations Dating Service, we strive to connect the unlovable with a completely undateable Lolcow. Satisfied customers include Shani for Christ
Wow.
and Revelation News. Their love story is that of domestic violence, not showering
Wow.
for months, and screaming at her autistic child. How romantic.
Oh
But
my
don't
God.
worry, folks. You too can find the dumpster fire you've always dreamed of. Call 1-800-LOLCOWS needs sexy time to get started on your journey to infatuation. Right now, right now, right now. And sign up today. Even Lolcows needs sexy time.
All right, everybody. Round of applause for Burnt Toast. Oh my God. I need everyone in this chat to show her love so that she has no choice but to keep making these. That was fantastic. Oh my God, that was so funny. Trying to see if there's anything. Oh, wait. I'm just checking something out here real quick, guys. I'm not sure if it's worth streaming, but I'm gonna just for old time's sake, I'm just gonna see if it is for a second. All right, so I'm just gonna check back with this here and there, and then I'll decide if it's worth covering right now. What's up? Just say no to Butt Hurt, formerly Bullhorn Betty OG. Well, you missed a bunch of stuff. Just say no. You're gonna have to catch the replay because I mean, dude, I bet I could just find another video on this guy. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna randomly pick one. Who is that? Oh.
What's up with it, man? It's WipeBoy Lockdown Radio, man. I got a special guest today. Get this camera right. Let me go ahead and bring him on.
Whoa!
If
you see those tats on his shoulder, dude? You see that right there? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I don't feel bad talking shit about this dude in the slightest. I didn't before, but like now it's just like, oh, it's just that much more fun. Yeah, we see you, white boy. We see you.
Are in the prison genre. I assure you, you know who this dude is. Been trying to get with this dude for a long time, man. So let's go ahead and bring the old guest on. 1 second. All right, everybody, it's WipeBoy Lockdown Radio, man. I got a guest on today. We've been trying to do an interview.
A fellow Aryan.
For probably 696 times, man, but we can't get it together. I got the OG, the legend, the one and only Big Sid in the house today.
And I don't imagine many of you don't know this, but just for the people who may not, that's an SS thing. That's a Nazi thing. As a matter of fact, let me do this. All right, so the SS, okay, founded in 1925, the Schutzstaffel German for Protective Ekleon initially served as Nazi Party leader Adolf Hitler's 1889 to 1945, his life, personal bodyguards, and later became one of the most powerful and feared organizations in all of Nazi Germany. Heinrich Himmler, Heinrich Himmler, a fervent anti-Semite like Hitler, became head of the Schutzstaffel, or SS, in 1929 and expanded the group's role in size. Recruits who had to prove none of the ancestors were Jewish received military training and were also taught that they were the elite, not only of the Nazi Party, but of all humankind. By the start of World War II, the SS had more than 250,000 members and multiple subdivisions engaged in activities ranging from intelligence operations to running Nazi concentration camps. At the post-war Nuremberg trials, the SS was deemed a criminal organization for its direct involvement in war crimes. So, this is what this dude has tattooed on his shoulder, very visible. And this is the thing, man. I say, you know what, man? Like, I'm with Brad Pitt in Inglourious Bastards. Like, don't put that shit somewhere. Like, if you're gonna wear that shit, dude, put it on your neck. You know what I'm saying? Have some conviction behind your shit. Don't go after I called you out for having a live stream with an Iron Cross showing on some fucking Nazi biker jacket that you had hanging up. Don't go hiding behind your shit and then changing the view and the angle of your video because I called you out on it. Wear that shit proud, dude. You call yourself WipeBoy, right? There's a reason why you call yourself WipeBoy, right? Now we know the reason why you call yourself WipeBoy, don't we? We see this abundantly clear on your shoulder. God knows what other shit you got tattooed on you, but that is commitment. So wear it, man. Tattoo that shit on your neck, dude. Tattoo that shit on your face.
What's going on, Sid?
Hey,
don't be a coward.
Not much, man. People have been messaging me saying you got to go on Matt Lockdown Radio. You know what I'm saying? So finally, we made it happen. Two solid Caucasians.
We got it, man. I went on a little rant yesterday about these Satan blood shoes.
Dude, I randomly picked this video, guys. I randomly picked this, and already what we're seeing is somebody basically making a public pledge to the neo-Nazi party.
Man, and it's funny because OG, didn't you have a story about them when you were in Florida Penitentiary?
Yeah, when I was locked up I was doing about a year down there, some weapon charges, bro. And I heard all this talk about these people what these blood Nikes. I'm like, what is that?
These dudes are dangerous, bro. Like, I'm not even trying to lie. These are dangerous, fucked up people.
And so I found out it was 1090 Jake, bro. And he was trying to get a hold of these blood Nikes, right? And basically back then was when he got sexed into the blood game, right? And so things got a little out of hand, a little messy. And that's when I learned that's what it means to get blood Nikes in prison if you're a jizzle like 1090 Jake.
So he got sexed in. He didn't get jumped in?
Nah, bro. He got sexed in, bro. And he chose that. They said you can take a beat.
Listen to this conversation, bro. So what I'm gathering, I've never been to prison. What I'm gathering is that the term sexed in to get into a gang because you get jumped in. I've heard of that, but I guess sexed in is a thing. So you get sexed into a gang in prison. I guess that means what it sounds like, which I don't even want to imagine.
Like, man.
But I can't imagine wanting to be in a gang that bad. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine wanting to be in a gang that bad. You know, now here's the thing. Trigger alert. When you get jumped in, right? When you get jumped into a gang, because I'm aware of this growing up in Miami, it's basically they all just basically beat your ass. You take an ass whooping and fight as hard as you can to earn their respect, but you take on every member of the gang. Some use a thing called I remember back in high school, it was you walk a line. For like the smaller crews or whatever, you got to walk the line, which means that you just kind of walk and just take the hardest punches from everybody who's formed two parallel lines. And you got to walk in between those lines and take like hard shots from everybody. And that's how you earn the respect. These are like the poser gangs, but the real gangs getting jumped in means like you got to fight. Now what this dude is talking about is something I never heard of, but makes sense hearing that it's coming from prison. And they're bragging about it right now. This is what they're bragging about. This is their proud moments. Like, because he knows he's having this dude on his channel as his guest. So he decided to wave a flag by taking off his shirt and showing off that piece. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. They said, you could just take a pounder like a white girl, because he's trying to basically hail the black dudes. And so he, you know what I'm saying? They went to the dip bars and, they gave him a Big Mac.
So they didn't test his heart. They tested them cheeks in when he had to get in.
Yeah, bro. They were. Hey, look, and some of the COs called him like pizza butt, because I guess he had like people could see he had acne on his booty and stuff, bro. It was embarrassing, bro. It was embarrassing.
Too many Cheeto soup pies, man. I mean, damn. He couldn't wash down there. Either that, or maybe they were using it for target practice on the back of his butt, man. I mean, ain't no telling, man. But hey, what other stories you got, man, when you were in Florida DOC, Big Sid? You used to run Florida for a while. You ran it down here.
I ran it for a while. I was locked up, K-Frog, 1090J, all them. But I got, after that blood story, I got transferred out to California.
What the fuck am I listening to?
And that's where,
right now?
Wes Watson moved. He was shipped in the exact same day that I was shipped in. And everyone knows the whole story about Wes Watson. He's over there, Willy Wonka, doing his thing. But here's the thing about this: what people don't know about Wes Watson was when he first got to the prison, he literally went to the administration, right, and told them, like, because in California they pay for a sex change. He was trying, because he's
what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah.
So he was trying to get that, and so like that's breaking news today, bro. No one knows that.
So the politics out there, man, it seems like the politics in prison out there are just as shady as it is on the streets.
This is crazy because, like, I can't fucking stop watching this, even though I have no fucking idea how to even begin to relate to the conversation that these fuckers are having right now. I have no idea how to do that, but I can't stop watching it because I've never sat there and listened to two Nazis have a real conversation that wasn't dramatized by actors. This is the craziest fucking shit. I mean, it's a learning experience. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep watching this. Like I said, it's like watching animals in a fucking zoo.
Out there, man, it's getting out of control. But What about Pino when you were out here in Florida before you transferred? Didn't you say you saw Pino out there?
Yeah, I try to always forget about Pino, but I got a crazy Pino story, right? So Pino always runs around like that is the guy with all these black dudes trying to, you know what I'm saying, do all that. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, when he was in the Florida prison system, he didn't talk like that. He didn't talk like that, bro.
What do you think the motive is of making this stream and then and putting it out there? What do you guys think the motive would be for that? Like, what would be the point? What message is he trying to send? Is he that passionate about WP? Because I don't even like to say it, but is he that passionate about it to where he's like, I'm going to have a brother from the Aryan Brotherhood come up here that I went to prison with, and I'm going to tell prison stories or have him catch me up on people that we were in prison with. Like what happened? Like, did he get a hold of this guy? Because this is like some weird speculation that I can't like escape from, because I can't help but wonder, did he, like, one of them got out before the other, and then once that person got out, they called the other one up and was like, hey man, I'm out. And then this dude is like, listen man, I got a YouTube channel now, like, I think it would be awesome for you to come up and tell prison stories with me. But why? Is he proud of the fact that he went to prison and hooked up with a bunch of Aryans? And here's what's really funny. I don't know if you've seen his wife, but his wife has a Hispanic feel to me. I don't know for sure, because I, being Hispanic myself, she comes off kind of Hispanic, and they are in Florida. There's probably some Hispanic blood in her. So what's he trying to pull? You know what I mean? Like, what's he trying to pull here? Like, is he just full of shit? Does he not believe in what he's talking about? Because he calls himself, I mean, it's bold as hell to call yourself WipeBoy Radio. It's bold as hell, because when you say WipeBoy and you call yourself WipeBoy, that's one thing to call yourself WipeBoy. But he's saying WipeBoy Radio, which almost implies that this is radio for white boys. That's how it kind of comes off. So what is this guy's grand scheme, right? Now, there's no way to take the guy seriously as far as planning something. The guy can't even plan a sentence. But it's just, I'm wondering, what's this guy planning on doing with his YouTube channel? Just what's his goal?
He had lipstick on, and he literally sounded like, this Pino. He sounded like that, bro. He didn't talk black. He didn't do none of that. He would call people sweetheart. He would call people pumpkin. Like, hey, you want some soup? And he'd get up in people's faces like that, like trying to put his cheek on them. We'd be like, yo, bro, go over there with the black dudes. And so that's what, look, Pino was like that in prison. He didn't talk all hoodo and ghetto, bro. He was like bashful and stuff. He would tuck his shirt in, and it was crazy.
All right.
It was so nice of him to not use the N-word, wasn't it? Wasn't it thoughtful of him not to use the N-word? Because here's what I bet happened. Here's what I bet happened. What I bet happened was, before this stream started, they were talking on the phone or texting or whatever, and he was just like, dude, you can't use the N-word or else I won't get any money from the video. So watch your mouth. Without even considering the fact that he's up there with visible SS symbols and they're saying racist things without actually using racist terminology. It's really funny. Like, it's really, really like what there's, I'm trying to wrap my head around their way of thinking here.
Big Sid, I gotta tell the people, man. I'm gonna tell people a quick story, one that you don't even know. I'll end it on that, but I gotta ask you, man. So You know, you're the OG of not only the prison system, you're the OG of the prison genre. But I got to ask you, man, what do you think about the prison genre?
What is the prison genre? Is he going to explain to me the prison genre? Oh, I think there's a YouTube prison genre. I think there's that.
You got your solid occasions, but man, the majority of it, man, is these white dudes, man, confused, huh? It's getting out of control, huh, OG?
Yeah, it is. The prison community is extremely soft, bro. I mean, honestly, the prison job, except for you and Viking, solid people. Shout out to Josh.
Shout out to Josh.
Like, y'all, those are solid. But the rest of these channels, man, straight up, bro, it's like they're running the PC unit on YouTube.
Okay. All right. So there is a prison genre. I guess there's a genre on YouTube that consists of ex-cons. Okay, cool. You know, I mean, cool. As a matter of fact, I support ex-cons having a channel to go to, you know, where they could relate to people. I'm behind that to a certain degree. But what seems to be about to happen here is this dude is about to call out the prison genre for being too PC, because this guy doesn't like the fact that he has to watch his mouth, and he's not privy to the possibility, actually, I'm sorry, the very, very prominent likelihood that the people in his prison genre who are creators who get monetization, well, they're following YouTube terms of service. Because if they don't follow YouTube terms of service, they don't get paid. So, yeah, what you're looking at probably is a whole genre full of people who are probably have the same feelings you do about racism, but then are like, I like getting paid. So what I find really funny is, like, there's obviously this is another example of people who are racist, who don't have conviction behind their beliefs because they keep it a secret and they hide it. They don't go out of their way to spread their you know, they use the dark web to spread their message. So when something on a mass level, this is my point, when something that is an ideal that is out there and expressed, well, I don't want to say expressed, but believed in by a mass level of people, yet everybody hides it. Well, that's got to tell you something. Because if you don't believe in what you believe in strong enough to just be open about it, because that's what I'm saying, is like, why'd you put that on your shoulder up there, man? You should have put that shit on your neck or on your cheek. You know what I'm saying? If you're so proud. Because that's what I think a racist is. I think a racist is a fucking coward. I don't have any bones about discussing that. Like, I think a racist is just plain a fucking coward. And even the dangerous ones. Because they're only dangerous because they fear something. And what I'm looking at is a couple of fucking cowards. Maybe not this dude. Maybe not the other dude. But
bro, like I said, Big Lance, I'm asking him to go on Street Beef. Let's see what he says.
But here's my thing. If he wasn't a coward, why didn't he just use the N-word? You know what I mean? Like, he's obviously a racist. Why didn't he just use the N-word? You know? Isn't that what racists do? Hey, man, you know what? Kudos to the woke movement. Because if the woke movement, think about this for a second. Let's let's explore this. If the woke movement has become so prominent to get a racist to watch his mouth on YouTube, that's a win, bro. That is a fucking win. Good, good on the woke movement, dude. If you can actually get a guy like that to watch his mouth, like, yo, you guys are making progress. Hell yeah. Good for you.
He's been bucking you?
Yeah, he's been bucking the call out. He grew his hair out in his videos because he stole 2 weed eaters out of my property a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago, and the neighbors caught him on surveillance. So you go to his channel, he's growing his hair out.
Those were grandmas, I thought. Grandma's weed whackers?
Yeah, they're grandma's weed whackers, yeah.
Man, that's messed up, man. That's messed up. I'm gonna tell a quick story, man. So when I made this channel, I made a couple videos or whatever, and I kept getting comments. This is a true story, OG. I haven't even told you this. I made a couple beginning videos, and before me and you were cool, you were coming at me, and I click on the name, and I go to your channel, and you're just roasting people. And I literally just made a video where I'm telling a story where this dude gets airlifted. I could not get the way that you say it, airlifted. I couldn't get it out of my head. And man, I was paranoid. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna look like an idiot because this dude makes fun of that. Man, I'm telling you, me and you were cool, right? So I could tell you that. But I promise you, OG, I promise you, the same feeling that I had, and I never even told you this. Every dude goes through that. And that's the grip, and that's the strength that you have on the genre. And I promise you, that's a true story. Man, I won't even say airlifted anymore because I think it sounds correctly.
What?
All right, man. Anyhow, you got any shout outs, OG?
Just shout out to Big Mitch. Forgot to shout him out.
Big Mitch, absolutely.
Yeah, my cash app is Big Sid 81 to support the cause. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely, man. If you ain't
yo, Toast, that totally. Hold on. That totally. Let me get rid of this. That totally explains why he had the towel over his shoulder, over his one shoulder while he was sitting on the toilet. Because he was trying to cover that shit up. But he wouldn't dare cover that shit up with one of his Aryan brothers on a live stream with him, would he? Wow. Just fucking wow, dude. Yeah, me too. I was like, why is he trying to look like a Krishna selling flowers at the airport? Why is he trying to look like that? It was weird. Like I was even going to make a meme with the ones from the movie Airplane and everything. And now I know. Now there's a clear explanation for it. Dude. Wow, dude. Like, that's what I'm saying. If you're going to be a racist piece of shit, fucking have some conviction behind it, dude. Wear your colors, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about color, right? So wear your colors. I don't understand that shit. Fucking racists are like the biggest fucking cowards ever. Ever. Yeah, I'm staying on this dude. I'm staying on this dude. Like, you know what just happened? I've been calling this guy my new toy, and it's almost like I didn't throw away the box. And as I was throwing away the box, well, I wasn't throwing it away, but as I was like, you know, dismantling the box, I found an accessory to my new toy that I didn't know was there when I first opened it. I was like, holy shit. Now there's this accessory to my toy. This thing comes with a vehicle. This G.I. Joe thing comes with a vehicle. How did I miss this? Oh, man. Fun times. That's it, dude. The gift that keeps on giving, bro. Exactly. But wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. Jesus, man. I mean, yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. You know, and you know what? What's funny is I'm still trying to be empathetic in a certain way, which really weird about that because I can't stand racists. But what's really weird is I'm still trying to be empathetic in the sense that, like, I've never been to prison, right? But I've seen movies about prison and documentaries about prison, and a lot of them seem to imply that, if not flat out say that, if you're white and you don't like get with the Aryan Brotherhood, you're on your own. You know what I mean? And you got to show some sort of like, oh, it's already over, Julie Witcherman. I think it's over. Let me see. Oh no, it's over. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, you've got to show some loyalty. You know what I mean? Or else you're on your own, right? You're open season. And there's a lot of politics that go on between the African Americans, the Hispanics, the whites. There's a lot of politics that go on because all of these people stick to each other, right? So there's a lot of politics that supposedly go on. And like I said, based on movies I watch, and that's it. You know, he could have been pressured in order to not feel alone and have some protection and belong somewhere. He might have had to get that tattoo, you know, because we don't know what other tattoos he's got, right? But he might have just had to get that tattoo in order to fit in. But the thing is, he can never, ever publicly admit that. If that's the case, he can't, because he's turning his back on them. Right? Because the symbol of a tattoo is, you may not have life in prison, but this tattoo is for life. So that's a hell of a commitment to make. That's a hell of a commitment to make. Yeah, there's no woke movement in prison, man. It's all racial there. It's all racial from how I understand it. You know what I mean? No, that's not that's actually not true. Just say no, but hurt. Like, you can make ink in prison. I've seen some of the, now I worked in the tattoo industry as a body piercer, not as a tattoo artist, but I worked in the tattoo industry for a good decade. And there were people that would show up to the shop with prison tattoos where the best artists in the place would go, dude, that is sick work. Where did you get that? And then they go, prison. Prison. Like, just being able to water down the black ink to do black and gray artwork. Like, an artist can make it work. You know what I mean? An artist can make it work. Somebody got that? I got it. Oh no, I just unhit him. My bad. Okay. Yeah, I mean, and what's funny is, it's funny. I worked with these two guys in San Diego, the nicest guys in the world, great artists. And I was working with them in San Diego, and we were having that talk. Like, these, like, old school tattoo artists, they've probably been to prison. You know what I mean? Like, there's like old school ones, like well before the Miami Ink days or whatever. Like, it used to be the kind of industry, like Miami Ink that show changed the entire industry. It changed it. It ruined it in a certain sense, but not really, because there's a lot of tattoo artists now. There's a lot more. And there's really enough for anybody. Like at this point, like if you're a good enough artist, you can charge what you want. And if that person believes in you putting that art on their body enough, they will pay you what you ask for. So it's not like it ruined the industry for artists financially. It didn't, but this weird little, it was a self-governing industry. There was an independent thing called the Tattoo Artists Guild, and there was no law that said you had to be a member of the Tattoo Artists Guild. You just had to be a good enough artist and get an apprentice under somebody who is certified by the guild. You had to apprentice under them, and for however long. It wasn't like you got to do a year or you got to do 4 years. It was, if it took 5, 6, 7 years because you don't fucking have it yet, you don't get to tattoo until the person who's apprenticing you tells you you get to tattoo. That's how it used to be. And if a fucking tattoo shop opened within a mile or 2 miles of an old school tattoo shop, that tattoo shop might catch on fire. That's how that industry used to be. So there was this weird self-governing thing. So people in prison, they know how to tattoo. Jailhouse tattoos, that's a different story. Prison tattoos, totally different. Totally different. These people have nothing but time on their hands. They have an artistic, they have an artistic thumb like anybody else. And tattooing and drawing are two different things, but you can't tattoo unless you know how to draw. And tattooing takes drawing to that next level. And when you're a prisoner with a life sentence or a 20-year sentence, you got nothing but time on your hands to get good at this. And you better be fucking good at it, because if you fuck somebody up in prison, right. So yeah, I realize that people can confuse the whole jailhouse tattooing with prison tattoos. Some of the nicest tattoo work I've ever seen has been done in prison. That's real. Let me see if I can find something here. Wow. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me share the screen here. Like, look at the detail in that. See if I can find like some good images. I mean, that black is pretty solid. The shading in this script right here is pretty damn fucking good. And I'm getting the feeling that these are old tattoos. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man. Like, and these are like, they make tattoo machines out of like tape recorder motors. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane. But yeah, don't discredit prison tattoo artists. And this is another thing. The point I was trying to get to with those guys from San Diego, they were like cool with doing fucked up shit, even though they were really good people and they never did. But when something like I won't get into specifics, but something happened where the honorable thing to do for them was to do something really fucked up to somebody. And they didn't, but they were like, you know what? Like, I'm not worried about going to prison because that's a skill that protects you in prison. Like, that is a skill that is one of the very few things that will protect you in prison. If you are a good tattoo artist, you can be on your own. You can call your own shots because people want tattoos and they want good work in prison. And if you're good at it, you're a professional tattoo artist, and you tell people that, and you're willing to tattoo people in prison, nobody's touching you. Nobody's touching you. Because you're offering a service that they all want. There is a mad demand for. But yeah, Wipey, me and you, we're going to have some fun moving forward, my friend. It's a whole nother level now. But anyways, guys, I think I am actually going to call it tonight, man. I had a lot of fun with you guys. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, and we will do this again very soon, my friends.